In this video, you're going to see the future.
Happy Memorial Day as awakening wonders ye! Hear ye, hear ye! A lot of people not doing a show on Memorial Day. Me, put on the fatigues, get out there and commemorate those veterans and current people in service in the United States for their brave, bold sacrifices. They're willing to give their lives for what they believe in. Let me just tell you about a few military personnel that I know well. Why, there's beloved Amos, that great, big, handsome, lovable former Marine whose brother died in combat. He was injured in combat. His father ended his own life after he lost his son. And yet Amos continues to be a radiant light. What about Daniel? A fantastic, I'm not sure what unit you're in, Daniel, and you're probably not watching this, are you? You're probably out enjoying Memorial Day. You're out, you're on the beach, you're at a crawfish broil, you're barbecuing, you're being an American, you're living the American life. You were certainly living the American life when you're in service because you were participating in a war that was based on a lie to benefit elites that cost ordinary people their lives, and there's nothing more American than that. I'm talking about the old neocon style of Americans under George W. Bush. Now it's the liberals that crave endless war, but we honor and revere and love the troops and those that serve. Why can't we acknowledge the damage caused by the military? Well, I think we did, didn't we? Like the colonialism, Vietnam War, terrible. What about Britain's conduct around the world, using the military and patriotism in most disingenuous ways? I'm just realizing there's Velcro in this. I could be sticking something on that. That would be so cool, couldn't it? I could have something. I'm not a fan of war anymore. No, you're right, Second Chance. War is not good. All of you that are joining us, we're not going to get no raids from the Mug Club. We're not going to get no raids from Timcast. They're having Memorial Day off, are they, as Americans? Yeah, they're not going to be working. Right, it's just us. And Bongino, Bongino will be toiling away at the FBI. Tell her, give us the Epstein files, Dan. Dan, give us a... Blink twice, Dan, if you're under pressure. How come Russell has no medals? My medals are worn on the inside, baby. My medals are like scars. My medals adorn me. My medals are worn for the one that made the ultimate sacrifice. For we fight not for victory, but from victory. Victory has already been achieved by the warrior priest king that died, that we may live. Hey, yeah, hey, Windler, hey, Paul Schroeder. Come on, let's get on with today's content. We've got quite a lot to talk about, actually. Well, they'd cover... There we go. There's the nipples, if that's what you need, you beautiful people. If that's what makes you happy. Right, you know that we're going to do a show today and then a show tomorrow. Then we're doing our Pizzagate specials. You are going to love our Pizzagate specials. And Pizzagate is right back in the news because former Diddy artist Freddie P has been talking about Pizzagate, so we were covering that. If you're watching us anywhere other than Rumble and Rumble Premium, you should get Rumble Premium, by the way, for a small stipend, for a small charge. You'll get a lot of additional content and you get the opportunity to attend our weekly live shows here in Florida. If you want to join our weekly live shows, get Rumble Premium. Tell us you're interested too. Let me know in the chat if you'd like to come over here. Enjoy the Redneck Riviera. Get into the Panhandle. It's a situation that you can handle. It is where God's glory is radiant. Did you see the baptisms we were doing the other day? Do you know, we could, hey, if you can find it, Isaac, you could show Isaiah's video at some point. That tends to be Asset 36, I've noticed, when we ask for something like it. Tends to be good old Asset 36. All right. Let's see. All right, I'm going to get into today's content. This is something that you're probably going to enjoy. Macron, one of those kind of WHO globalist type leaders, he's in charge, excuse me, I don't know why I started that syllable. He's in charge of a country known as France. His wife, Brigitte, give him some beatdowns. Now, a lot of people are saying that Bridget packs quite a punch, that she packs a wallop, that when Bridget lays 5 knuckles on you, you know all about it. That with Bridget, there's some surprises waiting downstairs. With Bridget, you could pull up the apron and find the last turkey in the shop staring back at you. With Bridget, there might be more to it than meet the eye. Bridget, je t'aime, je t'aime. Bridget! What the hell's that, Bridget? Bridget! This is in slow-mo now. This is on Russia Today. Oh, Look at him having to act normal. Oh, that's it. What's he do? Then he's got to act natural. That's very funny. That's very funny. Hey, listen, don't you dare squeeze my balls. I'll give you such a punch. Here she comes. Here's old Bridget and Macron. That's what you want. These people are better than us. They're more experienced than us. They should be in charge of the world. It's the same thing as when we thought that they maybe took a little bit of cocaine on the cocaine train that day. You realise they're, at best, normal people just like us, and at worst, weird, peculiar perverts that shouldn't be in charge of us. Let me know what you think about that in the comments and the chat. Let's see what British journalist and rabble-rouser Piers Morgan said about it. Wow, what on earth's going on here? Well, that doesn't add anything to the story. As he landed in Vietnam, it was in Vietnam. We didn't need that asset. Nancy Pelosi is back on MSNBC. Her mission is still the children. This is good. Nancy Pelosi, what a lady. She's never thinks about anything except children. What? You think that Nancy Pelosi's wealth increasing from a meager few millions to hundreds of millions during the time that she's been a congresswoman, and her husband Paul Pelosi being a trader on the stock exchange, trading in stocks and shares that she's on occasion sat on committees for, in particular big tech companies like Apple, etc. You think there's a connection? You dirty, filthy, homophobic, racist, rapist pig. Piers, get off the fucking show!
To me, because my whole mission in politics is about the children, for the children. I went from...
I bet it is. Child trafficking. That's what seems to be going on, isn't it? That's what seems to be going on. 500,000 kids a year going missing in America. Weird stuff going on at the border. You are going to love our Pizzagate special, Wednesday and Thursday. Me and the whole team sat around. We're rebooting the whole show. We're rebranding it. It's going to be fantastic. Look, do you know what? As Bobby Kennedy says, once you've been drenched, a few more drops don't make no difference. I believe I've been a victim of some pretty unusual systemic attacks, and therefore I am emboldened, and I will serve the name of the Lord and his glory with everything I got. We're going to get into it.
Went from housewife to House Speaker, or from the kitchen to the Congress, for the children, because 1 in 5 children in America...
Can you imagine Nancy Pelosi emerging from a gingerbread house like, children, children? Can you imagine her a la the Wicked Witch of the West or East? I'm not sure. I don't know all the different ones out of Wicked and stuff. I've got daughters, but, you know, sometimes I tune out, although I do know quite a lot of those songs now, I realise. Defying gravity, just Paul Pelosi defying hedge fund trends, Nancy Pelosi defying decency, and you won't bring me down. It's all about the children, did you know? We gotta help the children, me and Paul. What about that robbery when Paul Pelosi got hammered in the face? Was he seeing that guy under some extra circumstances? You and I defy the stock market, just you and me, refusing to pass a bill that stops Congress people investing in stocks and shares that they regulate, or allowing a dependent child to invest in stocks and shares. I call it Hunter Biden syndrome, defying gravity, and you won't bring us down. Let me know what you think in the comments and the chat. Won't somebody please think of the children?
1 in 5 children in America was living in poverty and going to sleep hungry at night. Now this bill comes along and makes matters worse.
All right, I thought you said John Voight. You're fucking out of control, you are. John Voight, at a time like this, we can't talk about John Voight. All right, okay, Jen Psaki. Jen Psaki on presidents taking holidays. Jen Psaki, come on, let's be honest, she's extremely attractive.
The president said today that he was sent here to look out for these working and middle-class families who are strained right now. So what should they read into him leaving?
See them people in masks. I'll tell you what, I lose a lot of sympathy for them. I've got to tell you, this ain't hindsight is 2020. You can go back and look at me. There was one time I was in a supermarket and I just stuck a bit of paper to my face with like a Band-Aid. Like I was in a supermarket and I didn't have a mask because I thought this is like something in me. I think what it was the past told me that that whole thing was bollocks right near the beginning. So I refused to get any of the vaccines. I refused to cooperate. Anyway, I sort of stuck a bit of paper to my face like that with a Band-Aid. And And I posted I posted a picture of it, so that'll be online somewhere. If you're one of the people making numerous documentaries about me in which you think you're doing good, but actually you are assisting the darkest forces imaginable. What do you mean darkest forces imaginable? Well, for example, if 500,000 children in America are really going missing, if there are powerful people involved in that, and you are one way or another facilitating or participating in that darkness, you are part of the problem. Ignorance is no defense. Ignorance is no defense. Let's do it. Russell, what made you become conservative? I'm not conservative. I'm a Christian. You had the opportunity to be rich and famous. I was rich and famous. But you chose a completely different path where you're attacked by BS accusations. Jake, you got to do it, man. That's what we have to do. We have to follow the Lord. Russell, you got a thing for gingers. Saki is a 6'7" max. No, is it that? Hold on. Look, I don't objectify people. It's wrong to objectify. But I think what it is. I don't know. Let me just watch again.
Leaving now at this time of...
No, she's not even in this.
Leaving now at this time of great personal financial hardship.
Anyway, I'm married and I've not got a thing for anyone. No.
Financial hardship for so many to go to Nantucket for the week.
Well, first I would say, Peter, that I hope you're spending time with your family. I'm spending time with my family, and I hope everybody in here is spending time with their families. This is a time to put politics aside.
Politics aside, and spend time with your family.
Politics aside, spend time with your loved ones and talk about what you're grateful for. I will also tell you from spending some time working for this president and a past president that you are president no matter where you are. He will conduct his work from wherever he is, on any vacation, on any time he is in Delaware, at Camp David, or wherever he may be spending time with his loved ones. He has secure phone.
He won't know where he is. Why should you?
He has secure phone capabilities. He has staff traveling with him. And I think the American people can be assured that he will continue to press to lower.
Some of you think she's a ghoul and demonic.
To press to lower their costs and ensure they have more breathing room. First, I want to take a moment, though, to talk a bit about something.
Maybe it's the voice or something. Maybe I just, I don't know. She's a snake. I despise her. Not even a 2. She's a sycophant and a sociopath. Well, all right. Who do you like?
About something important. And that's something hopefully you're all experiencing right now.
The picture they've chose of Trump there, they've done that with me. You know, I did a video when I was charged with those criminal offences, and I was like, listen, I've got to tell you, I'm a crazy dude, but I'm not a liar, and I've never done anything like that. If you have a look on YouTube, when it's been reposted by social media, when it's been posted by legacy media in their social media channels, they sort of find bits where I'm sort of going, like, you know that episode of The Simpsons? I grabbed her, sweet can. I grabbed her can. Mr. Simpson, your silence is only incriminating you further. The media provides the frame. You cannot, it's incredible really. Throughout the pandemic, the media provided a frame. In all stories, the media provide a frame. Look at this person in the chat, Laura Marikai. They're all liars. They've all committed treason and helped commit murder with the vaccines. I like the American consequence penalty for this. It's called the death penalty. Then there's a thumbs up, a fire, the scales of justice, a bell, and the American flag. Well, mate, that's quite heavy, though, what you're saying there. Let me just go through it again. They're all liars. I agree with that. They've all committed treason and helped commit murders with the vaccines. There is some treason there. And I don't know, are we going to call them murders? I would say sort of maybe manslaughter. I like it, and unless it is all a massive population control thing. Let me know in the comments and chat if you think there's this population control thing going on to help advance the AI agenda. What helps? What would be the advantage of it? Help me understand the advantage. I like the American consequence stroke penalty for this. It's called the death penalty, exclamation mark, thumbs up, fire, scales of justice, bell, flag. What's the fire? Thumbs up, death penalty. I'm against the death penalty, I think. I'm against it. I think it's wrong. I don't think our Lord would be down with it. Jake?
That's a tough one. Join us on Premium to find the
I'm off. I'm against it. I'm not saying, well, I know what you've been saying now. I bet someone's typing, what if someone murdered your kids? I'll fucking I'll tear them open and eat their bodies. They're live in real time. But that's not the right thing to do. It's not the right thing to do, is it? Of course you want to do that, but aren't we communally committed to elevating the collective to the highest state that the kingdom of the Lord may come again? in it? Is that what we're trying to do? And I know that it's coming again anyway. I know we don't have to do anything. Oh, no mirror ball emoji, says Jim Earthsea. Come on, let's focus on the news. Stop it. I got sidetracked there. Right, Elon Musk attacks Bill Gates on comments about the welfare of children. Let's have a look at that.
I do want to ask you about
Yeah, I like this interview. Elon Musk was good in this interview. He was really funny throughout.
US aid and the comments that Bill Gates made the other day, and I know that you called him.
Yeah, he's a huge liar.
I know you've said that already. I wondered,
Also,
and I'm just.
Who does Bill Gates think he is to make comments about the welfare of children, given that he frequented Jeffrey Epstein?
Okay, well, he said he regrets those, and
I wouldn't trust that guy to babysit my kids.
He spent a lot.
That's fucking brilliant. That's brilliant, man. Did you hear the room? It split the room. Some people are like, oh, and the interviewers on Bill Gates' side, isn't it? Oh, no, he's said he regrets going around Jeffrey Epstein's. Well, I don't know. How do you feel when you look at pornography the second after you ejaculate? Do you think, that was brilliant? Or do you go, oh, my God, I shouldn't have done that? Imagine if you had that feeling and you looked up and Jeffrey Epstein was there going, everything okay? Enjoying the weekend? You might be like, nah, man, I don't know what happened. I got myself sucked into a world of dreadful sin. We'll be talking about the Diddy trial later. We'll be talking about Epstein. We're going to be opening this thing wide. Well, I've already said open. Wide. That's the end of the sentence. Let's get back into this thing.
He spent a lot of his own money on philanthropy around the world over the years. My question.
Oh, that's paid for media. I bet that media outlet is one of them groups that receives money from Bill Gates. Do you know what are the brilliant and ingenious ways that they can funnel money? You know, like Bill Gates makes donations to the BBC. Why is Bill Gates making donations to the BBC? Why is Bill Gates making a bunch of scholarships? It's fill the foundation.
My question to you is, have you looked at the data to check if he might be right that the cuts to USAID might cost millions of lives?
Yes. I'd like him to show us any evidence whatsoever that is.
That's brilliant, man. I'll tell you, that's really made me like Elon Musk all over again. Okay, let's have a look at good old SF589. I don't know if you know this, but out the weekend with my friend Sean Foyt, I was baptizing people. I was baptizing them to within an inch of their lives. I was giving them such a baptizing. They was being baptized like they never been baptized before. I hope that this is a glorious occasion because from the moment of my baptism, things changed. For it's a war that we're in, and it's no longer a defensive one, but an aggressive one. We are in the armory of the Lord. I tried every single thing. I've looked for it everywhere, and I've only found it in Him. And I'm happy to be on my knees beside you, shoulder to shoulder with you. His signature is upon our heart, hallmarked by our DNA, individual, molecular, perfect as you are, knitted together in the womb of your mother. God bless you all. God bless America.
I'm telling you, tonight is the night where the approval of the Father is going to come on your life, and it's going to break off all of the striving, all of the addictions, all of the performance, all of the stuff that you've had way down. And I understand therapy's good and all that kind of stuff, and books are good, and we got more podcasts that we know what to do with. But there's nothing like the voice of the Father speaking over His son and His daughter, saying, this is my son, this is my daughter. I'm telling you, it can undo years of trauma, years of damage. In a moment, the voice of the Father over your life can set you free forever.
Female vocal. Yeah, see, that's pretty nice. We've got a lot of things to talk about. If you're watching us on YouTube, click the link in the description. Get on over to Rumble and you'll see us talking about the Diddy trial, man. We got a Pizzagate special coming up later this week. You are not going to want to miss that. We watched this amazing documentary. We can't even tell you who made it because they keep shutting it down and taking it offline because it firstly exposes the fact that when people say Pizzagate's conspiracy theory, that that's a kind of, they take down the straw man argument, as it were. And behind that, there's some really serious, legit evidence that you know, as you obviously are aware that there are paedophile rings operating in powerful places. We'll be getting into that over on Rumble. Click the link, join us over there. We'll be with you for a few more minutes on X. You know, that video of Macron getting a slap by Brigitte, that reminded me of something. Let's have a look at that again.